Calgary Police Service is seeking public assistance for information related to a residential break-in and sexual assault early this morning. Just after 4 a.m. on Tuesday, June 24th, 2014, an unknown man entered a residence in the 600 block of Brookpark Drive SW. Once inside, the man made his way into the basement bedroom of a woman in her 20s. The woman woke to find a man standing over her, at which point she was sexually assaulted. At some point during the assault, the victim kicked the man, knocking him over. The victim was able to run to her parents' bedroom and call for police. The man fled the residence and was not located upon police arrival. The man is described as being 5'8" with a medium build. He was wearing a dark-colored hoodie and smelled strongly of cigarette smoke. Anyone with information about this incident is asked to call the police or Crime Stoppers anonymously.
What kinds of concerns do you have when something like this happens?
This is a big concern for the Calgary Police Service. This is a stranger attack in someone's home, which is why we're going to the public for assistance with this.
Sir, how did he get in again?
He entered through the main floor window. He broke in through an open window and then entered the residence that way.
Who else was in the home?
The young lady who was assaulted was home, as was her mother, but they're in separate bedrooms.
And her mother had heard anything happen, like the break-in or the assault?
Neither one of them heard anything when he broke in through the window. He went into the basement bedroom where the victim was. He assaulted her. She fought him off. The mother did not hear anything until the victim went upstairs, and they locked themselves in Mom's bedroom and called the police at that time.
So the mom was in a bedroom upstairs?
Yes, that's correct.
Any particular reason why this home?
It's unknown why this house was targeted. We're looking at that as part of our investigation right now to see why it was.
Like whether he was targeting this person specifically?
We don't know if he was targeting this person specifically, this area, this home. That's part of our investigation, and we're working on that right now.
It's a terrifying idea, the stranger attack. But can you just say something about the? I mean, how common are these? How are they?
Stranger attacks are not common. It sounds funny after last week that I would say that, but they are not common in Calgary to have stranger attacks. For me to come to the media and say this happened, it's a rare occurrence.
But there's also got to be concerns about the kind of people who would perpetrate those type of attacks.
Absolutely. We are working with our high ROP unit now, working on if there's any known sexual offenders, if there's any known offenders. Our analyst is working on this right now. We're going to the public for assistance if anyone saw anything. This is a big concern for us, absolutely.
So one of the avenues, I guess, then, is that you try to look for possibly, you try to look for a short list of people who there may be other indications previous to this attack for this person. It may not be, but there may be.
Absolutely. One avenue of investigation would be looking at MOs, seeing if we have any linkages through our analysts, talking to high ROP, anyone within the service that may have knowledge of an offender. Absolutely, that'd be one of our routes we would follow up on.
Is this a single family dwelling?
Yes, it is.
Is there, I know it's early, but is there any indication as to why he went to the basement as opposed to going through, you would assume first bedrooms on the main floor?
I don't know. I don't know why he targeted the basement bedroom. I'm not sure why he went down there. It's part of our investigation. We're trying to find that out ourselves.
Was the victim injured at all?
There's very minor injuries to the victim, even though any type of sexual assault is very traumatic to the victim, obviously.
But physical?
Minor physical injuries, yes, thank you.
So he broke through a main floor window.
It was an unlocked main floor window, and that's how we gained access, yes, correct. He left through the main door.
Was there anything stolen?
There was nothing stolen that we could see in the residence. There was no damage, no destruction, nothing stolen. We believe the purpose of his entering the residence was sexual assault.
But there's no indication that the victim or her mother knew this person?
Correct. We believe at this point that it is a stranger assault.
Are they the only two people that live there?
I'm not sure how many people reside in the residence. I know there's 2 people at home at the time of the attack.
Now that the weather's getting better, is there any tips that people should know about leaving their windows open, especially if you're a young person living alone or a woman living by themselves?
Absolutely. A public safety tip would be to ensure that your garage doors, your windows are secured when you go to sleep. I know it's hot outside. You need to secure your windows and keep yourself safe. Absolutely. If you see your neighbor's garage door open, make sure you knock on the door and let them know. Be a good neighbor. Say, you know what, your garage door is insecure. Just wanted to make sure you knew. You might have been gardening, left it open. Take care of your neighbors as well. It's unknown if they have an alarm system, but that is a good point. If you To have an alarm system on your house, so if you can set it when you're sleeping, so if a door is opened or a window is breached, the alarm goes off and wakes you up. That is a great deterrent to have in your home.
Was the suspect disguised, masked or anything like that?
No, there is no disguise.
Are you aware of what race they are?
It's unknown. We're working with the victim now to see if we can get a further description besides the minimal that we have right now. It was dark. I don't know if we will get more.
Just to clarify on the point of entry, so the window just slid open, he went in, there was smashing of the glass and all that.
The window was insecure, and then it was open, and he went in through the insecure window. Right now, we're working with her. As any sexual assault is a traumatic event. I don't know how she's doing at this point, but we are working with her. We'll get her counseling through CASA and whatever she needs to help her through this.
An arrest is probably going to help her through this.
Sorry, one more time?
Instead of an arrest would probably be one thing that would help a little bit.
An arrest would be an amazing thing. Anyone in the public that has any information that saw anything at 4 a.m. or saw a vehicle parked there a few days before that may have been watching the house, anything like that's unusual in the neighborhood, to let us know would be a great help.
What's the timeline on it? Like, do you know what time he entered and how long he was in the house for?
He was in the house for a very short period of time, and he entered around 4 a.m. this morning.
Like a few minutes, or how short of a period of time?
We believe he entered the residence and then went down to the basement. There's no evidence of him prowling around the house. We believe it was direct entry into the basement, so under 5 minutes that he was in the home, or even less than that. It's unknown if he walked or drove to the area. Anyone in the area that may have seen someone in that area at 4 a.m. 4 a.m. there's not much traffic. Being a street police officer for many years, at 4 a.m. it's pretty quiet around the city. If you did see someone around that area at that time, please let us know.